Hello, I'm a Liquid Hippie, and today we are going to talk about everything I read in the month of February. So, in the month of February, I read 12 books. So it was a good month, but it was less than I usually read. Which I guess was the goal this year, was to read a little bit less, not a little bit less, like a lot less, and enjoy the books that I do read a bit more, which I think I have this month. So let's start. We're going to go ahead and start with Duel at Lohawk by Charles G. West. This was basically, not even basically, this was a Western novel, and I liked it. I pretty much like every Charles G. West book that I read. I've read several of his books by this point, and they're all usually pretty good, except for one where I was like, what the heck is this? But yeah, I rated Duel at Lohawk 4 stars. And yeah, so the next thing I read was another Western, because I'm on a Western kick, or I was Death in Texas. Oh, I got 4 stars. I don't know I did that. Well, maybe. So, which is by William A. Johnstone and J.A. Johnstone. I originally rated it 3 stars, but I feel like I should have rated it 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate it 4 because I really like this book. Next, I thought I had this book, like I had 2 copies of this book, I'm so sure. And I don't know where, I don't know, like, I don't know. I have no idea. But the next book is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. A book that I've tried to read like multiple times and just was like, no, I can't do this. But here I am. Here am I. I've read it. I gave it another try last month, and I really liked it. I really, really liked it, and I really enjoyed some of the themes in it, especially the one that pertains to reading and the main character kind of coming of age and just figuring the world out around her. I thought it was a really good book, honestly. So I rated it 4 stars. The next book that I read that I didn't, or that I don't own, and I still don't own and probably never will, it wasn't that good for me to buy a copy, was The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth. I rated this 3 stars, but probably more like 2.5, 2.6-ish stars. It was okay. I just listened to it because I needed something to do, while I played Subway Surfers. So I just finished it. Next, we have The Soulmate by the same author, and I rated this one 4 stars. It was very twisty-turny, and I did not. Like, I partially guessed the plot twist, but, oh man, this thing, it was crazy. It was definitely like, I wouldn't say it was a psychological thriller, but it was, or I wouldn't even say that it was a thriller. I don't even know what I would say that this was. Like, I don't know, like a mystery or something. I don't know, but it was good. We have a book by Stephen King, of course. We have Dolores Claiborne. I rated this 4 stars, as I usually do with any Stephen King book. Next, I read Pestilence by Laura Thalassa. I rated it 4 stars. This is a part of a series, the Four Horsemen series. I plan on finishing it. I might read War this weekend, actually. Not this, oh my gracious, no. Not this weekend, but I might read War soon. Like, soon. Yeah, read War soon. But yeah, Pestilence was 4 stars. And then, oh, what the freak, I have that. I'm sitting here. This is the thing about me reading the books that I've read first. Here's Pestilence. Yeah. I read Rose Matter by Stephen King this month as well, and I thought it was really good. I rated that one 4 stars, or at least 4.5 stars. Really, really good. And that's it for the books that I don't own, plus one that I do. So now we're going to get to the rest of the stack, which includes books that I own and that I can hold up on the screen. We have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This one was 4 stars as well. I really, really liked it. At first, I was like, what? Because I started reading the book. I was reading it physically at first, and then I was realizing some errors in the text, and I was like, some grammatical errors in the text, and that just burns me up. Grammatical errors in published books just, I don't know, it just burns me up. And it's not even like, oh, I made a mistake. Like, these are fundamental, like baseline, very base understanding of grammar mistakes that are being made. And I'm like, you're a writer. You should be past that. If you're going to be a writer, you should be past making basic fundamental mistakes. We all do when we're writing a first draft. But then there's the second draft and third draft, and you're editing. So those fundamental mistakes shouldn't make it through to your final copy because they're fundamental errors. Like, these are things that you learn in like elementary school. So they shouldn't be here. They shouldn't. Okay? They really shouldn't. But anyway, when I started listening to it on Audible, I was like, I like this a lot. And I did. I liked it a lot. I thought the story was so cute and so heartwarming. Next, we have Magnolia Parks. I read this again. This got a like drastic like degrade in the rating. At first, I had it at 4 stars, 5 stars, and now it's at about 3 stars, just 3 stars even. I just find that as I've matured as a reader, this book just does not hold its own weight. We have Crown of Midnight. I did not really enjoy this one getting through. One thing that I see with Sarah J. Maas a lot is that she starts out her stories really slow. She's like building them up. I think it's the way in which she does that is just like, ugh, you know what I mean? Because it's like slice of life, and slice of life works. I like slice of life, but that's only when I really care about the characters. Like, and that wasn't happening here. But then you get to the last half of the book and then it's really good. Not just because there's action, but because the story is being illuminated and you understand everything's being wrapped up. Like with this, a lot of the issues I had with this book were wrapped up and were explained at the end of this book and made me like it so much more because it made it more realistic. So, I ended up giving this, I don't want to say 4 stars, but I ended up giving it like high 3s, like 3.8 stars. Pretty good. Last, but certainly not least, but kind of least, we have The Twin by Natasha Preston. I just wanted to kind of decompress from reading Northanger Abbey, and then also so I wanted something really quick, something that I was going to be able to read real easy, not have to think about a whole lot, and that was this. This book infuriated me. It infuriated me, man. It's so dumb. But yeah, so this one was like 2 point something stars. Yeah, the characters, I didn't feel for any of the characters in this book. They were all just like so one-dimensional. Even the main character, and you're supposed to be rooting for her. You really are supposed to be rooting for her. But you know, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But that's everything I read this month. Well, last month. And it was a pretty good reading month because most of the stuff that I read was like 4 stars, high 3 stars or more. And so I'm super happy with that. That was super cool. Yeah. So with that's gonna bring us to the video. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good evening, and most importantly, I hope you read a good book, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.